Lighting looks extra nice today. I don't know why. It's cloudy outside. I guess that's probably why. I don't know. But hello, welcome back to the channel. Today it's been a little bit. Meaning to make this video for a while. I'm getting around to it now. But basically, what this video is going to be a bit of a rant slash ramble. It's about something I pretend to hear people say. There's always goes something along the lines of certain company, insert random balisong or knife company here, is better than insert some other knife company here, or like a whole collection of companies here. Such and such is the best, such and such is the worst, such and such is overpriced, such and such flips horribly, whatever. Like that's that's something that I hear people say, and that's what today's video is going to be about. So again, you've probably heard that a lot, and really, as I was at Blade Show, I was talking with Jerry Hom, and he said, not an exact quote, but this is pretty much the same thing he said. He said that no balisong, technically, no balisong is better than another, unless it's like comparing CCCs to an Alpha Beast or something. Out of the main companies, no balisong is better than any other balisong. It's about what you like and what you want to do. So yeah, no company is better or worse than any other company, as long as they're all good companies trying to support the balisong community, making knives for all of you guys, and me too, me included, and not like completely overcharging for them. Then you don't really you consider buying from any company. Like, just because, you know, they don't fit what you like, then doesn't mean like they're bad. Like, just because a certain company wants to make mid-range knives versus another company wants to make more low-end knives for people who can't afford the high-end stuff. You know, a custom maker, don't complain about custom makers stuff being too expensive. They're custom makers. I mean, don't say that another company sucks because their products are so expensive. Half the time there actually is a reason. Because with BRS, some people might have heard some people complain about the Alpha Beast being overpriced. Now, Squid is so much better for the price. But the Alpha Beast is titanium. Okay, so not only did they complained about BRS being overpriced, the Alpha Beast being overpriced, and also not being available enough, and how Squid stuff is so much more available. But titanium versus aluminum, it's what it's all about with that specific argument. Titanium is more expensive, comes in smaller quantities, and it takes much longer and is much more difficult to mill out and to make into a handle because it's so much more tough and expensive than aluminum is. So BRS, their stuff is going to take longer because, like, getting the titanium, actually getting that block of titanium, cutting it up into different handle shapes, and then making sure everything is good is going to take longer than Squid with aluminum, because aluminum is softer and cheaper. And even when Squid came out and made titanium knives, they were around the same price, if not more expensive. Like from what I've heard, the Hydro is about the same price as the Alpha Beast, and it's a titanium. And the Tsunami is over $700, and it's titanium. So when Squid came out and made a titanium knife, it was just about the same price of the Alpha Beast, if not more expensive, because titanium isn't cheap. And the titanium knives from Squid, I'm not going to say they're overpriced, because the Tsunami is a mid-tech, and it has some cool features, hence the higher price and lots of complex milling on the handles. And so, again, neither company is better or worse. It's just what they make and who they want to make their knives for certain people who want certain things. So don't trash on companies because their stuff is overpriced, because most of the time there is a reason as to why it is overpriced. Or not overpriced, but at the price that it is at. Because, you know, they still have to make, on top of that, they also have to pay the people who work for the company who actually make the knives, and they have to take home some money too. They can't just work all the time and not take home any money and put it all back into the company. They have most of these people have families and stuff that they have to support. They're not just their life is not the company. Okay, they have to live life a bit, and they have to support their own families. They can't just support the company and all of you guys, because us knife people are very expensive. So if you like a neutral knife, or if you like a handle bias knife, if you like titanium, aluminum, G10, carbon fiber, channel, sandwich, ball bearing, bushing, washer, different pins, whatever it is that you want. That's what the knife, if it's good, if it's what you want, it might be good for you, but might not be good for somebody else. I'm going to compare two knives that are, well, one of them has been in the market for a little bit, another one is relatively new. Two knives, the Squid Industries Kraken and the Shinwise Marin Light. Both knives are in similar price ranges, have same handle material, similar designs, but one of them is $190 and the other starts at $220. So you would theoretically, people, and I've flipped both of them, by the way. Which one is better, the Marin Light or the Kraken? You might say, oh, well, I think the Marin Light is better. I think it's better because it's cheaper, it's better balanced, and it is more smooth, it has better tolerances, and it's cheaper. That might be your opinion. Somebody else might be like, well, I prefer the Kraken because I like the way it looks, and I like that grip pattern it has with all the little lines. I think it's very comfortable. And I also like the hole pattern, the small holes and the lines that are in the handles that I think add the perfect amount of grip for me in the style that I do, and the style that I flip. Or I like the Kraken because it has more colors and because it has Bowie and Tanto blades. Or somebody else would be like, oh, I like the Marin because it has a more simple hole pattern that I prefer it. It's better for my grip. Or they might think, oh, I like the Tanto blade on the Marin better than the Tanto blade on the Kraken, or the price, or they just debate all these things. And so when you really get down to it, neither one is really better. It's just about, what do you want? How much money do you want to spend? What kind of grip do you like? What kind of blade do you like? Which one do you like better? That's all it's about. So technically not the Kraken or the Marin is better. It's just, what do you want and what do you need for your whatever you're gonna do. You might like one better than the other because maybe one has a certain blade steel, one has a certain weight, one has a certain balance. It's not really about which one is better, it's about which one you like. And if you want one that's better for the price, the Marin is cheaper, so maybe you'd want to go for the Marin Light because it's cheaper. So it really just depends. Or maybe if you like Squid Industries and you just like what they do and you like all their other products, maybe you could buy the Kraken because it's Squid Industries makes it and it's their design. It was going to be similar to some of their other designs that you've liked in the past. So that's really what it's about. I'm going to compare a couple of other knives. Let's see here. Let's do the Balisong Z and the Replicant. Well, which one do you like more? Well, maybe you like the Replicant more because it has the G10, which is going to be more durable than aluminum. Maybe you like it because it's sandwich, or maybe you like the Balisong Z because it's channel. Maybe you like the Replicant because you can anodize the liners, the different colors. Maybe you like the Balisong Z because of the grip pattern. It's not about who is better or who is worse. All these companies, they still want to support, minus like clone companies and stuff, all these companies are still part of the Balisong community, want to support the community and make products for certain people to flip and certain people that like them. So it's all not about who's better, who's worse. It's about, what do you like? How much money do you want to spend? Do you want the best for the price, or do you want the best of the best? Do you want a Basilisk in G10, or, I don't know, Replicant and carbon fiber? It all just depends on what you want, what you're looking for. So certain Balisongs, like the 51, people always trash on it because it's bad for flipping, but it beats most Balisongs in the world of EDC, because it's light, has a pocket clip, has G10 handles. Sure, the blade steel could be better, but as long as you keep your blade oil, you don't have to worry about it for the most part. Anyway. So certain Balisongs might be better for certain things, certain styles of flipping, and it just depends on what you want to do, what style of flipping you like. You might want a lighter knife if you are faster. You might want a knife that carries its momentum better if you're slower. If you like fanning, you might like rounded handles. If you like to do complex flipping, maybe you'd like more square handles. If you like complex flipping, you might want fat handles. Just some regular normal flipping, you might not want handles that are so thick. It just kind of all balances out on, what do you want, what do you like, what is your personal opinion, what fits your preferences. Don't worry about the next person. If this person likes the Alpha Beast more, well, that's their opinion. You might like the Replicant more. So you don't have to, so just don't pay attention to all these other things. People talk about, oh man, this knife sucks so bad, it's horrible. Unless the knife actually is terrible, you don't really worry about it. Of course, you should watch reviews on knives and learn about them before you buy them. If there's a better option that is similar or fits your preferences better than that option, then you should go get the other one. If it like it's better for you. So just because somebody else says it's good, don't take it. Most of the time, you should take it as a grain of salt with certain things, because with things like, is it better at flipping, it's based on your opinion or the other person's opinion. They might think it's there's bushings, I love bushings, but you might be like, oh, I don't really like the bushings, I want the knife with the bearings, or just the knife with the washers, or the knife with the titanium, the knife with the stainless steel, the knife with the aluminum, the knife with the G10. It all just depends on what you want to do and what type of knife that you want. Really, the only things that you should worry about, and really one of the only things that you watch reviews on, is the quality of the knife and the quality control. Because, I mean, the knife you really want, it might be nothing that you really like, but like most of the time the knife has issues, then it might not be something that you would want to go for. So it really just depends, not only on how it flips for you, but is it a good knife, right? Bit of a ramble here. Yeah, I'm gonna start just saying whatever else pops into my head. So again, reviews. Somebody else be like, this is the best flipper in the entire world. You might be like, oh, it's not really the best flipper in my opinion. I like something else more. You know, somebody be like, some people talk about how the Monarch is so incredible. I love the Monarch so much. I flipped the Monarch. Was it good? Yes. It was not a bad knife by any means. It was definitely a good, high-quality balisong that flipped well. But I kind of preferred the Basilisk a bit more to it. Just my personal opinion. You might prefer the Monarch to the Basilisk. You might even prefer the Spectre to both of them. It really just depends. Part of that might be that it didn't flip the Monarch as much. But, you know, I don't know. I only flipped like a little bit of 1 or 2 Monarchs. I didn't flip that many Monarchs at Blade Show. But you see, it all just depends on what you like. You want durability, get the titanium handle over the aluminum. And with a knife to be lighter, you would probably want to go for the aluminum. If you want it to be cheaper, go with aluminum. You don't mind the price, you just want it to be durable and a little more, probably more handle biased, or whatever it is. You just go with what material and what design and what knife and what company makes what you want and what you like and what fits your preferences. Just buy what you need and what you want and what you like, not what everybody else wants. That's basically all there is to this video. That's all I wanted to talk about. Bit of a rant here. Thanks for watching. Let me know down in the comments your thoughts on this subject. Might add more to this video if there's more I think I need to say, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Bit of a rant here, but, you know, I feel like it had to be said. That's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. See ya.